Hi, Kevin Coop here, and this is FaceTime with the Content Guy. So, I don't know about you, but it isn't even Thanksgiving yet, and I am already sick and tired of Christmas. And it's not that I'm a bah humbug kind of guy. It's just that I know that the flood of stories about retailers who are having holiday sales and then having more sales and more sales after that, and some are desperate and some are more desperate. That flood of stories has only just begun, and I'm going to dutifully report on them because I know they're important to both retailers and manufacturers, but that does not mean that I have to be happy about it. And I'm not going to launch into some diatribe here about the over commercialization of Christmas. And by the way, a note to those who would say that there's a war on Christmas. There's no such thing. There is actually plenty of Christmas out there. If anything, the thing they ought to be worried about, the real war on Christmas, is being fought by the people who are stressing the over-commercialized part of it as opposed to the non-commercialized part of it. And maybe there's actually too many people celebrating Christmas because there are too many people celebrating Christmas for the wrong reason. It's all about the sale as opposed to, the spirit of the holiday. And the thing is, I like some of the commercial aspects of Christmas. I love going to New York City and looking at the store windows. I love seeing the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. I even like going Christmas shopping, although I'd rather have a colonoscopy than go to Toys R Us between Thanksgiving and New Year's. It's just that with some justification, my sense is that everybody's jockeying for position during the holidays. Everybody is jockeying for position, and because the success and failure of their companies for the entire year may be determined over the next couple of weeks. And that's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. And a lot of this has to do with cutting prices and cutting prices again and having sales and engaging in the lowest common denominator of sales efforts and sales promotions. And it seems like it's a time when even the companies that are on sort of long-term, long-term life support, if you will, there's a glimmer of hope, man, and maybe there's a glimmer of hope. That's like JCPenney. That's a classic. People are saying now, maybe they're going to have a good holiday season. Maybe they're actually going to survive. Listen, they may have a decent holiday season, but does that mean that their basic business model is any less terminal? I don't think so. And it's too bad. I think for retailers who are doing a great job during the year, Christmas ought to be like gravy, man, because they've done everything they can over the past 11 months to build their brand equity, to develop a connection with the customer, and Christmas ought to be the time, you can capitalize then on that, and it gets a little bit better. But for so many people, the Christmas holidays, man, it's just the time we're going to cover up for our mistakes of the past year. And I'm not sure they really do, except in a short-term basis. And I think that Christmas ought to be a time to capitalize on what the great things you've done as opposed to covering up your mistakes. Maybe that's unrealistic. Maybe that just can't happen in a time of when everybody's focused on short-term results as opposed to long-term results. Everybody's focused on tactics instead of strategies. But maybe this has to be a mad dash for the finish line. And maybe that's why everybody's moving the starting line earlier and earlier, because nobody's really looking at the whole race. And that's too bad. I don't mean to sound cranky, but, for me, the end of the holidays, it can't come fast enough. Anyway, that's what's on my mind this Thursday morning. And as always, I want to hear what's on your mind.